Hi, I'm Jordan Long, and today I'm going to talk about, some dummies at Twitter. The dummies that work at Twitter. Yes, Twitter did fix them. They hang up of, where you couldn't talk and you couldn't speak to anyone. Yeah, they did fix that. But why would it happen? Why would it be, oh, well, happen to you, but not happen to anyone else? One of those mistakes or mishaps or, hang ups that happens on the webstead, but it only like does it to someone, but then it doesn't do it to someone else. One of those ones if you did have feedback, well, first off, Twitter doesn't have feedback. But if you did have feedback, they'd look at it and say, well, everybody else doesn't have this hang up. Well, so they did fix it. I'll give them that. But who broke it in the first stead? Who was the one who worked at Twitter that somehow made a mistake that made it happen? That made it happen where Serena, Xena, Gabrielle, and myself couldn't speak to anyone, couldn't talk, couldn't say nothing on Twitter for how long? Who knows? Who was the dummy that made a mistake going, oh, and then hit the keyboard by mistake or something, whatever? And even then, I still have this belief that the folks that run Twitter don't always know what the hell they're doing. They're not good at, seeking those who do wrong. They usually ban the wrong folk. There's always shit they do. And the truth there is no feedback. I wish there was, but there's not. They like to lie to you sometimes, like, oh, we no longer do verified reckonings. Oh, that's a lie, because I'm still seeing folks showing up with little patches or badges or whatever you want to call them. So don't lie and say you're not doing it anymore. Unless they're hacking. Unless they're hacking and then giving themselves that. Anyway, so how is it like? How some of these dummies at Twitter are like? I don't know. I got a belief that some of the folks that work at Twitter used to be some of the dummies that used to work at YouTube. I'm one of them. And I hit the thing now. Now half of everyone on there is not going to be able to talk or speak to anyone or write anything down. Oh, dummy. Yeah, dumb me, of course. These must be the same folks out there that also lie to you about, oh, we no longer give badges out. We no longer do this shit. Yeah, you still do. I'm still seeing new folks show up every day with some badge on them. Oh, we no longer do that anymore. Yeah, then why do I see folks with badges then if you no longer do it anymore? And another thing about Twitter that I don't think is right is that would say there is someone doing wrong on the webstead. Would say there is someone who isn't following the community oversight. And I'm telling the truth here. Twitter will just look at it and go, oh, they're not doing nothing wrong. Just mute and block them. Yeah, that's exactly how it goes. And apparently if you do make a mistake, Twitter gets all on you. You're banned. There are no mistakes. You should be flawless. Yeah, and if you are one of those lucky ones that does get Twitter to unban you, they'll be like, yeah, well, you better be flawless next time because your account's going to be banned for good. Unlike YouTube, where first there's the warning if you did make a mistake before they start giving you the strikes. With Twitter, it's like, fuck you, you're already banned. You gotta be flawless. So I love to know who the folks that work at Twitter that do all this shit. How they want you to be flawless. Now let's be earnest here. I have never gotten in a hang-up, never gotten banned from Twitter, at least me, Jordan says. No. Yeah, it happened to my godmother Zena for no grounds because she puts this film about her and Donald Trump, and somehow that wasn't right. Gabrielle never did get banned. That was a good thing. And I never did. But my godmother Zena got banned for no grounds. You know, sometimes they're just band fun. They just like to ban folks. Yeah, banned, 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 banned. Do we need any grounds for it? No, we're free. Unless you're a buyer, unless you're a shower, then then maybe we can talk when something goes wrong. Yeah, that's right. And I don't really think Twitter cares about what anyone thinks about them and what they do. So every time Twitter sends one of these little feedback things, tell us how we're doing, I usually say no, because I know they're going to look at it and they're not going to care. Unlike YouTube. Oh, here's another thing. Twitter wants you to have Periscope just to make these films. But the films are so short that it's not even worth making them. It's almost like Tot. If you remember Tot, does anyone think of Tot? Well, that's exactly how it's like. Short, little film, like, you want to make a film? Oh, you better have Periscope. And they're going to be short films because Periscope can't make long films. Unless you paste and copy from YouTube or Dailymotion or some other website out there, then you can get a film on Twitter and it's full length, and it's true, and it's how long it is. But that's me done talking about all this shit about Twitter. I'm still on Twitter. I like Twitter, don't get me wrong, but that's just me talking about or singing or whatever, all this shit about it. All right? It is what it is. Skilling? Yes, that's me just skilling. I mean, I like Twitter, but that's just me skilling it. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later. 7 minutes.